Mo's here. Mo looks like he wants to shit on Man United, so I'm going to let him go for it, bro.
No. You guys are like so happy, so I'm not gonna just here to crash the party. You know what
You
I
wouldn't
mean?
do something like
I'm not
that.
here to crash the party, but to be honest, Manchester United look similar than last season. Nothing changed. The couple of three chances you created in the first half, two of them were by accident, by a mistake, by Neto, by Leno, and one that was created good by a pass by Casemiro. Marcus Rashford wasteful again. Casemiro had a great game, and I mentioned that in the preseason that he looks so fit. He looks so different than last season. Casemiro looks so different. But again, it's Eric Ten Hag again. The plan was like keep passing the ball until you cross it at the end, and nothing happens. And that false nine, he didn't have the balls to start Xerxes, to be honest, and the guy doesn't have any. So to be honest, Man United, that it's not encouraging as you guys are making it be. You guys are so happy you got 3 points at home. You kind of like snatched it at the end with Xerxes. Great finish. Looks like a very very confident and a good player. But in terms of a plan and everything, I've seen this game 50,000 times last season when you kind of create a couple of chances and then you scam a win at the end of the game. That's Man United in a nutshell last season. I don't know what makes you change your mind because you have a new board. I thought Dan Ashford doesn't get involved unless he goes on halftime and tells the guys what to do at halftime. Because they can sign players and do this.
Let me ask you a question. So why is it that Manchester City, who are the best in England, get praised not just for Pep being this manager, but every element of their club is praised for being run well? Why is it that all the clubs that succeed, and Sam is sitting here, when Liverpool winning Prems and Champions Leagues under Klopp, Edwards was being praised, the assistant managers, the scouts, Moneyball. So why is it that when things are going well for other clubs, that gets praised? When Man United fans say, we've now got genuine people running the club, football decision makers, we're encouraged about the future, why suddenly are these people not important at a football club?
When did I not
praise?
Your
own question.
Hold on. When did I not praise? Give me one show when I not praised. I didn't praise them on one decision.
I'm basing it on what you've just said a second ago, Mo. You've just basically said, "What's the likes of Dan Ashworth going to do to improve your team?" And or did I mishear that panel? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misheard it.
My point about on the pitch as well. That has nothing. Like these guys, yes, upstairs they can fix the environment. Still the same coach. Still the same guy that delivers the message that failed to deliver it last year. That was atrocious last year. I praise the signings, the way you negotiate, the way you didn't overpay for this.
Fair play. So I must have misheard you, mate. I apologize.
So that's my point.
I want to ask you a question, though. So when you say nothing improved, we on average conceded more attempts on goal last season than the three teams that got relegated per game. Today, that was down to under 10 attempts. So we cut it by half. And in fairness, they didn't have a clear-cut chance on goal. So is that not something that Man United fans can be? None of us here are jumping for joy, but can we not be encouraged by that?
You can, but I still think that you still would wide open at the end sometimes. Individual brilliance by Lisandro Martinez when he cleared that one. That chance was wide open. Traore cut through your defense again. Diego Dallo playing on the left, where I thought he's a brilliant right back. That was one of the best right backs in the league last season. To choose to play him at the left back and choose Mazraoui as right back, I thought it was the wrong decision, in my opinion, because you're losing Diego Dallo as a great right back instead of having maybe Mazraoui half his energy at left back. Like, I thought that decision was very strange, in my opinion. I thought Diego Dallo was up there with Ben White and Malo Gusto, so why not use him to the full potential of right back? And at the end, he wasn't great defensively because Traore had a couple of good runs there. Maybe second half, he kind of shut down Traore with the help of Lisandro, who's always great, Lisandro, in defense. Yes, you cut it in half, but again, last season was... Like last season, yes, you conceded a lot of chances. I still thought that today, Fulham, if they were not wasteful and without mistakes from you, they could have scored a couple of goals. They could have scored a couple of goals.
I was thinking, Mo. They didn't have their
for me, they created chances.
But Mo, this is the thing. None of us have sat here and not said that. So this is the issue. This is the issue with, I think, the analysis is that we've all stated that we definitely, for a 20-minute period in that second half, we emptied the midfield. which was compact most of the game. In fact, Traore cut through us once early on in the game, and then after that did absolutely nothing else for the rest of the game.
We learned from
as an example. But at the same time, if we score our clear-cut chances that we had before them, the game's also different. And that's the problem. They did have chances between the 65th and the 75th minute to maybe score goals, but we did defend it. We did stop the crosses from coming in. We did clear the balls. So, and this is all one game. And I think that, I'd love to get the panels of because it got Maradon the Moron in the comment section, who also said, based on one game, you're saying you've improved. No, we're not. We are reviewing one game. We're saying these things look better, do more of it. These things still look bad, please improve on them. I think most Man United fans are being very level-headed about this. Maybe it's that level-headedness that's actually triggering rivals. I don't know.
No, do you know what it is for me, Terry? Like I hear where Mo's coming from as well, but do you know what it is? We can only talk about what we've seen, and these next 5 games are very, very key because I'm on Ten Hag watch, innit? I don't want to. I know everyone says, "Oh, we have to get." I'm on Ten Hag serious watch because we've put a lot of infrastructure in place for him to not have the same excuses he had last season. So, yeah, these next few games are key. If he fixes the issues and picks players based on merit, then I can start to back him a bit more.
Rhino, are you encouraged this game then? We're analyzing this game. You're watching this game.
Yeah.
You still, you're Ten Hag fraud watch or whatever you want to analyze him. You're looking at this game and you're thinking, yes, I think this team will improve to be a third again or something.
I'll be honest, I'm very skeptical because the same problem we had last season was creating chances and not scoring. I can be a bit positive and say that the chances that we are creating are a bit better and they're a bit more clear-cut, so you can put it more on the players, but that's one thing I'm very critical of. I don't want to have that same issue. Oh my gosh, we could have scored 2, we could have scored 3. So that's why I'm saying the next few games are very, very key, very key.
I agree with Rhino. Dev, what do you make of that? I'm not, are you looking at it like that, or are you a little bit more lenient?
Far more lenient. I think I can understand why you say it, and like loads of fans have said it, and I'm not going to say you shouldn't think this. Like, we're entitled to think what you think, of course, and I understand why you're thinking that way. But for me, it's just I don't understand why. I think we mentioned it a bit earlier, but there's certain criticism that other teams can get that other teams won't get that we will because of the nature of the beast. But like Traore getting to the byline and doing nothing, whereas if it was when it's their player doing it, it's like, oh, Man United should be stopping that. If our player gets to the byline and does nothing, it's like, oh, well, he's not doing anything. It doesn't matter that he got to the byline. So it's not fair. So what I'm thinking is, genuinely, when it comes to Erik Ten Hag, like last season was horrible, but we know what the previous season was like. We don't know which one was the anomaly. So what I'm saying to people is allow some leniency for a man who has won us things and also hasn't had the benefit of having the structure in place that other clubs have had. The ones that are successful have had that for years. We've never had that. So all this overspending that's crippled our spending even to this window, he had probably one of the most incompetent boards that has been in the Premier League era, but now we haven't got that. So frankly, like, and especially from this game, we were talking about XG. It's funny how, now that the XG favors us, we're not allowed to talk about it. Last season it was against, but fair enough. Ferrari says that it was good for us, which it was. But those goals go in, and we're all laughing and we're having a good time. I'm not going to go too far either way and say it should be this, it should be that. What I am saying is I'm very encouraged by the performance, some of the link-ups that I haven't been seeing, some individual performances that were really key. And Mazraoui was an Erik Ten Hag signing, and we all know that. And he was solid, and he was brilliant today. I don't think he put a foot wrong. So I'm happy.
Yeah. I appreciate like your point of view. I just think for me, it doesn't get easier from here, right? We play Brighton, then we play Liverpool. So like Rhino, I think I'm just trying to take it one day at a time, and I'm hoping that I see that improvement, and I hope that we can score, because if we can't score against Fulham,
third season,
how are we going to score against Liverpool?
So I understand both points of view. I understand what Mo's saying as well. I'm a little bit more where Rhino is, but probably slightly more lenient, maybe more than 5 games. I am watching what he does because they stuck with him. He has the infrastructure. He has praised everything they've done behind the scenes. It's calmer, it's better run, we're in a better situation. We now know that he's got footballing people feeding back into him. There is no way the people that run our club now are going to watch parts of today's game and not feed back into him. They're going to say that midfield needs sorting. So I now expect the training and the approach to the game to start addressing that. Whatever their techniques are for building more composure, building more of a calm. And you can teach people to be more calm and more composed in life. That's not something that you're just born with. You know, you learn to do these things. That's actually what needs to come back more into our game. Once we're settled and we feel comfortable, we play really nice stuff. But as soon as the pressure gets on top, we crumble a little bit. But I am watching him closely because we have to start improving. There is no doubt about it. But where I agree with Dev is when they had the counter-attack and Maguire gets his foot on the ball, United are so lucky, bruv. When Rashford nearly had to tap him, but the man puts his leg back and stops it from going to him. United still couldn't finish that chance, could they? The sort of the way it's twisted is the complete and utter opposite. It's a really good point you make there, my friend. Josh here says rivals have been salty since pre-season. Relax, it's a long season. The football gods are noticing who is not keeping their powder dry. Hussam, what you saying, bro?
I think that's absolute waffle as well. The super chat. That listen, here's the thing. First of all, no one is jealous of Man United. No one's worried about Man United. I'll say this right now. I'm on the football terrace. We're being watched by thousands of people, and this just reaffirms everything that I've said on Straight Facts and all the other streams. Man United are not a worry for me this season. This is going to happen again and again and again. Where they do this for 4 or 5 games, but it's not going to happen a lot. Like they will have games in which this does not work out for them. It's funny because I messaged in the group chat, the Football Terrace group chat, like in the 70th minute, I'm like, you just know United are going to scumbag this 1-0. And that's exactly what they did. Like they just scumbagged it 1-0, jammy goal, and it's just typical Man United, to be honest with you. Exactly what we saw last season. Nothing has changed.
How was the goal jammy?
Like literally, you could just see the deflection off of the defender and the fact that the guy couldn't clear it. Bassi, he tried to gift you a goal afterwards.
Come on, man.
But anyway,
Quality.
listen. Okay, guys, Xerxes had the R9 like finish. Everyone fucking happy now.
There you
So
go,
guys
there you go.
congratulate
I'm
everything
telling
that
you
happened
now,
in the
right?
fucking game.
Tomorrow or Sunday, whenever Liverpool play.
Oh
okay?
my
Hang
God.
on.
Idiots could not do that.
Hang on.
Yeah,
We're going to keep it 100. We're keeping it 100 on whenever Liverpool play. I don't know when they play. Tomorrow. I think.
Tomorrow, 12:30.
Tomorrow.
That's when we play.
If tomorrow Jota holds, no, not even Jota, Soboslai running with the ball on the left-hand side, drops his shoulder, cuts inside, feeds it into Jota. Jota holds it up, turns around the man, feeds it outside to Mo Salah. Mo Salah does a little dink, crosses it in. Jota has made a run into the box, puts out a cheeky little flick.
You're describing a completely different goal.
Hussam is, don't interrupt me, please. Hussam is going to sit there going, Golazza, 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 Liverpool. You're going to he isn't going to say jammy goal. This is what we mean. You don't have to say, no one's worried, you're not a threat, nothing like that.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I swear to God, I'm not worried.
If you're not worried, then you wouldn't be playing down the quality of that goal, my friend.
What do you mean playing down the quality of a goal? It was a regular goal. It was jammy.
No, it was not a regular goal.
Nothing. We had
That
all the guilt. Hang on a minute, guys. We had all the guilt. Hang on.
I spoke for 10 seconds.
Hang on, guys. Please let me
mad.
finish. Please let me finish. We had all the gilt edge chances. We had more GA. We had more of the ball. They had no big chances against us. As an example, their goalkeeper pulled off 3 or 4 wonder saves. We actually, to say we stole it is an abomination to football. It's an abomination of football.
You smash and grabbed a 1-0 against Fulham at home.
No,
and I
we're not changing the definition of football. Smash and grab is when you're battered for 90 minutes, do nothing, and madly nick a goal late. We didn't do that. There's not
last season versus Wolves. That's a smash.
Can I just finish my thoughts, please? There's not Pyongyang.
I'm not letting you lie on my club. Anyway,
so
go on, Hassan.
We're not in Pyongyang right now. You get me on the football terrace.
Go on, Hamza. Go on, Hamza.
There is nothing. This game just shows that.
I'm sorry. I called you.
I'm happy I didn't.
Sorry, when you behave like Hamza, I'll call you Hamza. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm not behaving like Hamza at all. This game shows me that Man United are not going to be on nothing this season because ain't shit changed. It's the same exact stuff from last season. I mean, the reason why Fulham had lower XGs, first of all, because they're Fulham. Second of all, is because when they needed to deliver the final pass, they failed at it. So it's not because of unbelievable. Every time Fulham were this close to making a pass or a cross or something, they just were unable to execute in the final third. That's why your XG was higher than theirs because they don't have a Bruno.
Can I challenge that quickly, Sam?
Let me just finish.